So I'm pretty stoked today. Got my new Kalorik Maxx air fryer oven. Basically got her out of the box here and plugged her in. Sake of being flying solo on this, I pretty much prepped and washed all the parts. So these are all the extra parts that came with it. So here we got yourselves a crumb tray. And then this one's the bacon tray. And we got the air frying basket with the rotisserie handle. And this would be the rack handle. Then we have the air rack itself. Sorry, I'm doing this all one hand. And yeah, this is the baking tray. And then we have the 2-in-1 dehydrator tray. So basically what we're going to do now is we got to get this thing fired up and burnt for 20 minutes at 500 degrees to basically burn off any of the oils that are inside. Like they recommend that you first wipe down the inside of the unit. And what I did notice is basically on these elements there was a little bit of residue. As you can see here, I just wiped off a little bit. Don't press too hard on them, but yeah, I just wiped them down with a damp cloth. And we'll be good to go. So now we're going to fire this thing up. So we push our start and stop, fire it on. Now we have air fry here, which is going to be pretty much these two top lists. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so we have air fry. And it'll go through these lists here. And then when you press the oven, it'll go through this list here. So basically, we'll go, we want to run a steak, so that's 500 degrees. So we'll go this one, and then we turn the dial till we reach the steak setting. There we go. Now we push the dial, and then we set our time for 20 minutes at 500 degrees. We're pretty much ready to go, and we're going to do a start, and there she goes. So let that go for 20 minutes and we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so we got about 6 minutes left on the clock at 500 degrees and they're burning, and right now actually there's quite a bit of heat coming off this unit. So yeah, they say recommended 4 inches on each side, and yeah, that's pretty toasty. The handles are not too hot, but you don't want to hold on to them for too long. So yeah, one thing I wanted to point out real quick is we have our standard guide. Pretty much tells you what everything does and how to dehydrate and do all that jazz, which is all standard for most manuals. It gives you some air frying presets and some chicken or for meat and stuff. Gives you a few little tips, but the biggest thing here is the quick start guide. You want to have a good look at that, because it'll actually tell you where all your trays are and exactly where they go on your unit. Plus it gives you some quick cooking guide and a quick way to prep your unit up. So yeah, give that a quick read. It's going to help you get this thing fired up real fast. So we got 5 minutes left, and I'll be back and maybe get a chicken ready for the rotisserie. Alrighty guys, so this is pretty much signaling the end of the burn. I'm standing a good, say about 2.5 feet away from it, and yeah, I can feel the radiant heat coming off. So she's pretty toasty. Yeah, the handles are pretty hot. So you'll want to use, I guess if you have sensitive fingers, you might want to use oven mitts, but for the most part, so yeah, next video is going to be rotisserie chicken.